first chapter of Holy Disruption examines the Advent theme of anticipating the coming of Christ. That's what we do in our churches during Advent. We anticipate and we prepare for the coming birth of Jesus. But Mark's treatment of anticipation and anticipating the coming of Christ is rather unsettling because it deals with apocalyptic themes. In Mark chapter 13, Jesus speaks about the coming of God's Son, and he says, "When you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. This must take place, but the end is still to come. For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places. There will be famines. This is but the beginnings of the birth pangs." Now, this kind of language is something we're more accustomed to hearing from scary doomsday preachers. These preachers use fear to intimidate people into following or believing in Jesus. And if you're like me, you probably don't like such tactics. But this was not Jesus's intended purpose. Maybe the best way for us to think about Jesus's apocalyptic sayings in the Gospel of Mark is to think about a time when you faced a terrible tragedy or hardship. Every one of us who has ever sat at the bedside of a dying loved one, or lost a job, or faced a hardship, or were treated unfairly, or wrestled with an addiction, or were outraged by some kind of oppression we saw in the world. Every one of us knows what it is like to want a really big God who can intervene in our lives and our world in a really big way. That longing for a really big God to come and set right what is wrong, that is the foundation for biblical apocalyptic writing. And that longing for God to come and set right what is wrong, that is also the basis of Advent. Chapter 1 in Holy Disruption examines why Mark's first audience would have found hope in these apocalyptic words, and why we can too. And it also delves into Mark's warning about how we are to be attentive to the unexpected forms that Christ may very well come and arrive in, and then how we faithful ones are to conduct our lives even as we wait with hope-filled longing.